How do we define risk in the context of cybersecurity? In the context of cybersecurity, risk refers to the potential for harm or adverse impact resulting from threats exploiting vulnerabilities in an organization's systems, networks, applications, or data. It involves the likelihood of a security incident occurring and the potential consequences if such an incident were to happen. Risk is an inherent part of any organization's operations in the digital landscape and is closely tied to the protection of valuable assets and information. When defining risk in cybersecurity, it typically involves the following components. One. Threats. Threats refer to potential events or actions that could compromise the security of an organization's systems or data. 1. They can include various forms of malicious activity, such as hacking attempts, malware infections, social engineering, insider threats, or physical breaches. 2. Vulnerabilities. Vulnerabilities are weaknesses or flaws in systems, networks, applications, or configurations that could be exploited by threats to gain unauthorized access, disrupt services, or compromise data. 2. These vulnerabilities can result from software bugs, misconfigurations, poor security practices, or outdated software versions. 3. Impact. Impact represents the potential harm or consequences that could occur if a security incident were to happen. 3. It can include financial losses, reputational damage, regulatory penalties, legal liabilities, operational disruptions, loss of sensitive data, or compromised customer trust. 4. Likelihood. Likelihood refers to the probability or chance of a security incident occurring. 4. It takes into account factors such as the prevalence of specific threats, the level of protection in place, the effectiveness of security controls, and the organization's exposure to potential attacks. By considering these components, organizations can assess and quantify their cybersecurity risk by evaluating the likelihood and potential impact of security incidents. This assessment forms the foundation for risk management strategies and decision-making processes, enabling organizations to prioritize their efforts and allocate resources effectively to mitigate and reduce risk. Common practices in managing cybersecurity risk include: (1) Risk assessment. Conducting comprehensive risk assessments to identify and analyze potential threats, vulnerabilities, and associated risks. 1. This involves evaluating the likelihood and impact of security incidents, considering the organization's assets, systems, networks, and industry-specific risks. 2. Risk mitigation, implementing security controls, measures, and countermeasures to mitigate identified risks and vulnerabilities. 2. This includes deploying technologies like firewalls, intrusion detection systems, encryption, access controls, and security awareness training. 3. Risk transfer. Transferring some of the risk through insurance policies or outsourcing certain security functions to third-party vendors or managed security service providers, MSSPs. 4. Risk acceptance. Accepting the residual risk that remains after implementing mitigating measures. 4. This typically occurs when the cost or effort to further reduce the risk outweighs the potential impact of the risk itself. 5. Continuous monitoring and improvement. Regularly monitoring and reassessing the security landscape, conducting vulnerability assessments, and updating risk assessments as the threat landscape evolves. 5. This helps ensure that risk management strategies remain effective and aligned with the changing threat landscape. By defining and managing cybersecurity risk effectively, organizations can make informed decisions, allocate resources appropriately, and implement robust security measures to protect their critical assets, maintain operational continuity, and safeguard sensitive information from potential threats.